Why am I hearing I'm like hearing two music playlists. Even though I muted the other one. One sec. Where's it coming from? What's up, Jackson? I need to figure out this music issue. I don't know why it's playing. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's... Jeez. It's on my side. Thank you, UV Star. Yeah, I don't know. The chart looks a lot worse, definitely. But I think, hopefully, we can hold up here against alts. I don't think paying attention to the price action right now or over the weekend is that helpful. Everything practically looks the same. Usually these wicks get filled. I'm sure people are just in a state of shock and like might just be like saying, fuck this, I'm done. But yeah, everything is just the same. What's still weird is there wasn't that much leverage. Like funding rates weren't super high across everything. Like we had moved up, but it wasn't, it was significantly lower than at the prior highs. But I don't think there was, like everything just got nuked. Like Binance's, I think most all of it happened on Binance. And their volume for most of the altcoins is the highest. And that's why Bitcoin price on Binance was probably like at 118 for a while, because there was so much selling into Bitcoin. I just don't know how Zcash and Dash held up. Also has the most volume on Binance as well. Plus there was a lot of leverage on the long side for Zcash relative to where it had been at. Just a lot of spot volume. But yeah, open interest was super high. What the heck? Okay, finally my music shut off, so turn this on. Like significantly higher. I don't know how it held up. This is what was supposed to happen with Litecoin. I feel like if we did break 135 without this, you know, prior to this happening, that we would have seen a lot more attention on it. It finally would have seen right. Zcash finally made it into like larger awareness, and so you attracted a lot more demand that it was able to withstand all these liquidations because people were now sitting waiting for a pullback. We bounce here. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have to wait a bit. This total liquidation size here, and it was mainly in altcoins, was $20 billion. COVID was like $2 billion. So I don't know. A lot of people are saying it's nothing compared to COVID. I think it's way crazier. Like, this is the craziest event in altcoins I've ever witnessed since being here. And it's tough. I think that we will recover, and I don't have any changes to what I think will eventually happen, which is probably going to take longer now. And like on the 3-month chart, it looks fine. The thing is, regardless of what happens in the casino, I'm bullish for fundamental reasons, longer term. So it doesn't change my opinion. But it's tough to know what's going to happen in the short term. It seems so inorganic, this selling. And what Litecoin struggles with is just lack of speculative demand. There's a sea of coins out there that are more heavily promoted. So it needs to break out to catch relative attention. But every time it's tried, we've ran into the same thing. This actually looks so much similar to I'll do the hourly chart. Here, or here, right? It had this impulsive move off the lows. It was really strong mid-January, and it came and totally wicked, invalidated this whole type of structure. And it took some time, a couple weeks. To me, it's most similar to this price action, although way more severe. Right, you had this initial like 5-leg move up, and then just totally invalidate, take all the lows. although price recovered much more quickly. Back to $100. We'll see. Like the weekend trading volumes are so low. Still, it's like I don't know. Despite all the volatility, the monthly volume on Coinbase is so low. And on Binance too. Right? Like, they're just it's very thin. Like Litecoin's super illiquid on the ask side, so if it pumps and there's attention, it will rocket higher, but it's a small amount of people accumulating. And fundamental transactional demand. Whoops. Is not going to increase until we get a move in Bitcoin.
The shadows move like they had stories of others who came before. Maybe lovers, maybe strangers who learned what silence was for.
Hopefully all of you guys didn't get wrecked by that. I mean, it's like it is super frustrating. Do you expect to bounce back soon? I think relatively soon. But nothing's changed for me on the higher time frames and what I expect eventually. It's just unfortunate we couldn't break out here, but eventually we're gonna break out of this range. And I keep thinking it's going to happen every time we rally up here. But we get these weird you know, craziest liquidation event in crypto history that, you know, stalls Litecoin's momentum and kind of resets everything. We've had it happen, you know, every time it's been up here. But yeah, I think if you're buying for the longer term here, or mid-term, next 3 to 6 months, it's a good buy. Yeah, I can't get wrecked when you buy and hold. I don't know. This wick can get filled, but it's so extreme. Like, I don't even know. On Coinbase, it wasn't as crazy. I think the culprit of this whole move down was Binance. But yeah, usually like 50% of this wick would get filled, but it's, again, it's so abnormal. That if I was trying to buy, I'd probably try to buy at like 83. This is also a point, like the origin of this move up.
Some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name. But I'll remember that golden hush long after
Many believe it's. I think people are trying to figure out what happened. It's. I've never seen like a non-catalyst driven total altcoin carnage takedown. Ever. It's tough to comprehend. Like somebody took wiped $20 billion of longs, which is 10x higher than FTX, right? We had FTX, an exchange collapsing, and we saw $2 billion or 1.8 or something. We saw COVID, which makes sense. People get freaked out. But this was just 15 minutes after markets close. And it's bigger than both those combined. It's 10x the size of those. And it happened so fast. It happened in like 5 minutes, or 15. Right, this was 15 minutes. From 114 to 70 bucks. I think it's pretty fishy. And it's weird, Binance did move like 2 million Litecoin a couple weeks before.
Cold hands wrapped in warmer ones, blankets passed around, a playlist skipping softly, but no one turned it down. These are the nights that don't need saving, just stay in long after the fire fades. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there.
Yeah, all exchanges it happened on, but Binance had the weirdest discrepancy between prices, right? It had Bitcoin at 118K for a while. Or at 120. During the biggest altcoin sell-off. That did not happen on Coinbase. So, and most of the trading volume's there.
Just shorter days, so I walk slower now, just to feel the fade.
I don't know. But it's weird. This instills confidence in Bitcoin when really it's more levered in BTC than anything. It's just Bitcoin still is kind of the denominator of this whole casino. So it's like what happens in worldwide credit contractions is, you know, the dollar is forcibly bought. People attribute that to, you know, being the safe haven. Well, that's it. When really the dollar's fundamentally weak, and Bitcoin is fundamentally weak. Sad day though. We literally broke out at the start of the day. And 5 minutes after the daily close, or futures market, the whole structure got wrecked. Like the traditional markets close like right here. So we're at 123. Before futures markets close. Yeah, we did have a chance to break higher, just like what happened with Zcash. Again, it was like last time. It was like the final resistance to break. And some people lost everything, expecting that to break. But this literally is a casino. And you play inside their casino. Litecoin is a threat to the Bitcoin narrative. There's just some I don't know if it's true, but there's so many weird anomalies since 2019 with Litecoin. Galaxy, one of the biggest crypto funds companies in the space, tries to borrow a bunch of Litecoin to short it. Miners dump way more Litecoin than anything else here. Why is it retesting all-time high? There's a lot of like negative marketing with the fake Walmart stuff. On-chain data becomes harder to read. Litecoin's about to break out. We get Trump meme coin launch. It sucks liquidity from the whole market. Then like other presidents' meme coins. Then what else happened? Something else. I forgot. Then we have the ETF that's likely to get approved that some of these issuers waited over a year for. Going to be approved first a week before. They just say, oh, we're changing the rules. Let's launch 100 million ETF. Like let everyone launch whatever random altcoin ETF a week before. And Litecoin's still showing strength. And then 5 minutes after the close, rug the whole thing. That's what's weird, is like these things happen on the weekend. And there's literally no like there's not really any great explanation as to what caused the liquidation cascade. Bitcoin was not falling that hard, where you typically get altcoin liquidations. Right here it made sense. There's like the yen carry trade idea. I mean, problems with internationally in the financial system that caused panic. And we got a scare. That made sense. COVID made sense. This doesn't make any fucking sense. 20 billion, 10x bigger than COVID on no organic catalyst. Seems like a scam. But I don't know. There's no way to prove it. Just odd. You got some at 60? Damn. You had like a 5-minute window to get that if the exchange even worked. Yeah, it's so weird. Back to the lows on the LTC ETH pair. There are super powerful people that were born out of buying Bitcoin under $1. And powerful people that I don't know, to me it's like narrative warfare. Price is the biggest tool to sell your narrative. It's really tough for anything to like organically pump now. Even the Zcash thing seems coordinated to me. Yeah, I saw Cowan. I mean, he's been pretty accurate. There are always exceptions. I thought Litecoin was the one exception because it would actually have, or was likely to have, higher fundamental growth than anything else, and it did, so. I don't know. Zcash it's not growing in adoption at all. This is just speculative demand now, pushing transactions up. But yeah. Monero held up pretty well. It's cool to see. Even though I don't own it. Looks a lot better than most things. It's crazy. We did this against others yesterday. We're about to bust out. Had to trash the whole market to stop it. But yeah, we just have to wait for this market to settle down a bit and see what happens afterwards. It would have been way better if this happened like during the week, because then I just ignore weekend price action. I feel like it's kind of meaningless. It's so low volume. I feel like we're not going to be able to know anything until next week. You were on the phone with Jackson and you were both screaming. Yeah. Robinhood's a pretty good platform. Yeah, Litecoin pumping has been a crash indicator. But so is Zcash. This market is just so confused. Right, it looks kind of like Litecoin. Actually, Litecoin is way stronger. The chart's very similar though. The whole casino though, I think eventually is going to come down. So this is good practice run. Think we can hold 90s, high 80s? Yeah. Well, everyone was literally wiped out. Any leverage trader, they're never coming back. If we can get some spot demand and some ETF inflows, I think we should be in a decent spot. But in COVID, it took a long time to recover. It's March of 2020. Market started pumping 9 months later. So I don't know. I don't know how people are going to interpret this, but I don't think this looks very good overall for people wanting to, you know, new people like, oh, maybe some hedge fund guys are like, sweet discounts, I can buy these coins cheap. I think for the average person, seeing some altcoins go down 90% in 5 minutes, or to literally to zero, doesn't look great. Why would they touch it? But we'll see. I don't know. The market also has super short-term memory. So if we do recover here and eventually break out, everyone will forget this even happened. Or it won't be on people's minds. It's just... sucks. Sucks a little bit. You brushed your sleeve against mine, not a spark, but something whole. The kind of moment you don't take photos of because your heart already. Yeah, I'm not gonna really think of any, stare at the charts at all until no need to explain, no need to rehearse. Just silence that meant more than anything. Not worth paying attention to for a week or so. And time disappeared between. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. Todd's been pretty good with Wyckoff. Some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name. But I remember that golden hush long after the moonlight fades. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. Yeah, 99% of the altcoins should go to zero. It's just tough because there's so much marketing and promotion of all these altcoins. And it's so fragmented, so diluted, and there's leverage on every single random coin. They allow cross margins, so you can like use your Bitcoin balance or whatever. You know, you can leverage almost any coin. And so everything just correlates to one in those scenarios. And the coins that hold up the best are the ones that, you know, finally started to get attention, where people started stacking bids, like traders, to buy any dips. But the ones that failed to break out, you know, didn't have that, so.
Some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name. But I'll remember
Sucks, guys.
that
It
golden
sucks.
hush long after the moonlight fades. Under harvest moonlight, we walked without words and said everything. Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and a sky too full to dream. Under harvest,
I mean, this is kind of a decent point.
we walked without words and said everything.
If you have unlimited, if you have a money printer, like Tether does, and you know this market moves on narratives, you can drive all competition to the ground. That works unless the real monetary demand starts being significant enough, and then it rips the opposite way.
Laughter floated up like sparks into the sky. I don't remember the punchline, just the way we felt alive. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but
Yeah, it's liquidating all. I mean, literally 10x bigger than COVID liquidation. 10x bigger than any liquidation. Look, 18, I think it was closer to 19, 20 billion. It's a lot. And a lot of people, I'm sure, had a bunch of unrealized profits before this happened. Surely on paper, like their accounts could have been 2-3x higher than this. Right. So it's 20 billion total from their liquidation price, but what they felt like they had at the time before the crash could have been, you know, like 60 billion. Only way you can win this game against the casino is if my fundamental thesis comes true and we get $1 billion or more migration to Litecoin. Then the inverse of this happens, but it's way more extreme. There's not that much ask side liquidity. This is, yeah, it is a good, I don't know how long it takes, because usually there's a recovery period after liquidations. But we've never seen such an isolated, like, altcoin bloodbath. Bitcoin doesn't look bad at all. Did Tony say anything about this? I think he probably had leverage positions in Litecoin, because I know he does. Yeah, he probably has spot Litecoin and then a leverage trade. But yeah, a lot of people were up a ton and then instantly nuked. It's easy operating like SBF. Yeah. We'll just see what happens early in the week. Like this happened on a Monday and the price recovered pretty fast. I hate when these moves happen on after hours on Friday. I'm just checking what wave basis thought here. That would suck. Maybe we did bottom here though, since it was so extreme. Going back to 40, what do you think, Rob? Unless spot holders just panic, I don't know. Like one needs to get this ETF approved and see if we can get some decent inflows. But I feel like if you zoom out, it looks like not much happened. Just forever sideways. What song is this? It's on my page if you, or on Apple Music if you wanted to listen to it. It's this one, I'll show you. Or you can go to YouTube. It's this. I can post it in the chat. It's on Apple Music too, or Spotify.
rush now. The world can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
Just this much.
Made a couple songs to ease the pain. Nice, Rob. Share them with us. This was pretty shocking. But
I used to grip things like they disappear, as if love could slip through fingers, as if change was something to fight, but seasons don't ask, they come anyway. The trees don't mourn their leaves, they let them fall, one by one, like slow goodbyes. Some days I still flinch at silence, still reach for what's already moved on. But I'm learning that not everything that drifts is lost, and not every ending needs a name. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. There's beauty in the falling, grace in the release. Maybe peace isn't holding on, maybe peace is letting be. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind.
alright, Rob. I don't see the link. Does it not let you post links? Nick, you should come give us your thoughts. What do you think about this? You think this totally ruined the structure here? It makes little sense to me how we could get the largest liquidation event in history with no catalyst 5 minutes after markets close. Given that there wasn't that, like, funding rates were not high.
Just kept turning where it felt quiet. It's funny how the sidewalk listens
Yeah.
when no one else does.
Where's Master? I don't know.
Signs don't ask you where you're headed, they just let you.
Can we rally tomorrow? I feel like Bitcoin will close the CME gap here. It's funny, we did have a gap at like 111.
Maybe I won't, but for now.
Past 4 years have been torture, yeah, I know. It's been torturous watching meme coins, random altcoins that will go to zero rally so much, and then the strongest fundamental coin, the most growth, at least on the proof of work side, just gets wrecked. I'd wait to see if this wick retraces a bit. Wouldn't like rush into buying. I'm gonna be on a 9 here on the 4 hour. But yeah, I would say people are feeling shock and fear that it might be over. And I think there's a lot of people psychologically that are wrecked right now and just want out. That forget the reason they ever came here. So price can grind down while we have capitulation. Yeah, master sharing Elon Musk Litecoin things. I just can't. I can't put my hope in those things. Maybe he's right, but there's never any. I mean, Elon was tweeting about Doge a lot. Dogecoin. It eventually didn't have an effect on price. You can't place your hope in things that you have no control over, or be looking for signs. You just have to. For me, it's the same process. Start with first principles. What is this thing? Why do you think people will use it into the future? You know, what's it valued at today versus what you think it'll be over the long term? I wouldn't put hope into, you know, someone else pumping your bags. That's what everyone's kind of doing with Bitcoin and everything else, but I can't bet on hype. Yeah, well, I thought we'd be breaking out. I didn't think this crazy crap. Like, had we not seen this widespread liquidation, like one would still be holding up and have a lot of relative strength. Hopefully LTC against altcoins here can find a bottom and we can retry the highs. Or this descending trend line that I got rejected from. Should have bought rocks, I guess. Silver rocks. Some truths are too soft to speak.
Some love too deep to name, but I'll remember.
How do these meme coins look?
Long after the moonlight fades, under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and a sky too full to dream. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and the sky too full to dream.
Yeah, this market should eventually be driven by, just individuals resisting. We gotta exit the casino somehow. It's gotta transition from casino gambling to monetization.
Long after the moonlight fades, but I'll remember that golden hush. Long after the moonlight fades, some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name, but I'll remember that golden hush. Long after the moonlight fades, under harvest moonlight, we walked without words and said everything. Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and a sky too full to dream.
Let's see it.
Under harvest moonlight, we walked without words and said everything. Smoke in my hoodie, s'mores on your sleeve. Someone told a story, no one wanted to leave. Laughter floated up like sparks into the sky. I don't remember the punchline, just the way we felt alive. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there.
Can discuss. Can't get on till 2. Oh, okay. Yeah. That'd be cool. Well, we got your $90 level that you were hoping for before.
These are the nights that don't need saving. Just stay in long after the fire fades. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there.
Yeah, this is just need to wait and see what happens next week. Be right back. Okay. Also need the link. You can come in here.
Just shorter days, so I walk slower now, just to feel the fade. Morning stretch,
I think it's done for if we're not back above 100. It sucks that momentum was so trashed. Let's look at alright, let's rip their faces off after this. It's gonna suck for people that did get liquidated, and then if we see a massive recovery and finally break out, miss the largest move. I still think nothing's really changed. Traders will change their mind, but I don't know, really, this inverted chart looks still pretty bearish. Where was the... We're right on... It's like 1500 month moving average. Which kind of cap price on the monthly time frame after we broke below it. We're kind of retesting it from above.
no big lesson, no big truth, just warmth and air and you.
Yeah, back down to 50s does fuck it up. I mean, it would ruin this change in trend on the monthly time frame. We went from sideways for 2 years to slightly trending higher.
Just 5 more seconds of this color, of this piece, of this hour that never asks for more than what it gives. Golden light, quiet air, no reason.
131k. Honestly, I still think it can happen. None of the fundamental, like, regardless if price goes up or down, I still think if we see the things that I've been saying are possible in the bull off, with Bitcoin specifically, then it can still happen. Always sounds bad to talk about when price goes down, but like, I don't know. It's still possible to even close this monthly candle green. Definitely on the 3-month time frame.
Woke up slow, pulled you close, steam on the window, quiet coast.
What's up, just me?
No rush now. The world can't wait.
Sitting in your space suit, crying a bit.
Just this much.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, I think we're gonna be fine. Sucks for me because I was expecting this to happen a long time ago, so I have a lot less Litecoin than I did. No, let's see some. I think eventually the macro environment will change, and if we don't see participation with Litecoin in the speculation portion of the cycle, it should hold up a lot better as long as this adoption holds.
I used to grip things like they disappear, as if love could slip through fingers, as if change was something to fight, but seasons
Imagine Master's your dad.
they come anyway.
Yeah, whoever's selling is demoralized, and this is happening on the weekend. I think there's a lot of that. Like, this was demoralizing.
They let them fall,
I mean, I can feel it.
like slow goodbyes.
I can see how
Some days I still flinch at silence.
other people that don't have as much conviction in the long-term fundamental idea or think fundamentals are useless would get destroyed here. An inability to separate what's happening in the casino from the long-term future of this, I think, would get shaken out.
Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind.
I think this market is so confused. It's got thousands of altcoins. Almost everything rising on attention. And hype in this circular type of reflexive casino economy. And then it blows up every time. It's gonna keep happening until there's real monetization outside of the casino that can support the price, like real goods demanded in the money. And then eventually, when credit layers are built, they'll have to be used to facilitate real production in the economy. Until that happens, we're just gonna keep playing the same game. And I think we need a macro catalyst, like financial assets. Like, honestly, what I think is going to happen eventually in 5-10 years. I wrote a book on it, but I was going to wait to put it out. But I think real monetization has the best chance of happening in the next bear market that might last 5+ years. And that will be because I think a lot of the inflation that's moving to financial assets, rotates out and goes into real goods and services, pushing consumer prices up. People, like, we have a real recession with an insane amount of money printing, and people wake up, they're suffering. A lot of people go from like middle class to lower class. and the only way out of it is to resist. And so finally you'll get rejection of state money, higher capital controls, which will just further fuel crypto's value prop, its real value prop. Rise in privacy technology, tools, and this separate economy. That's more decentralized and anonymous. There's no innovation really happening, no change. It's just a zero-sum speculative game where Bitcoin's not making a meaningful difference in most people's lives except for the price ticker, right? The price going up. So that's my long-term view, and in that scenario, if Bitcoin's the chain that is dominant, Litecoin's price can get to, like, they'll move closer together. Oh yeah, at what point? Well, if it's price, this is what I mean by being demoralized by price action. I think if you look at overall projects, like what are you fundamentally bullish on? Most things that have been rising over the past decade are just contained within this casino market bubble. I've had the view that it's a Bitcoin chain, so if you don't think Bitcoin is that valuable or will ever be monetized to a larger extent, then yeah, it would make sense to move on. But if you see it the same way I do, where Bitcoin's security model can work, can be monetized, and is likely to be, given the fundamental strength, network effect lead over every other competitor here, it makes no sense to position in any other proof of work chain. Like, what other option do you have? Zcash is already pumping and it seems coordinated. Dash, it was going down forever. Maybe a privacy coin like Monero, but it's not really showing that much. Showing price strength, but no growth in fundamental strength. So I don't know. There's nothing fundamentally stronger or more positioned to grow than this second Bitcoin chain that we call Litecoin. But there would be no point where I would switch my mind unless the macro assumptions over the next 5-10 years don't play out the way I think they will, and Bitcoin just completely fails. But there's no reason to change my mind. Right, I was convinced a long time ago on my own that we'd see the rise of a second Bitcoin chain before it even happened. So my conviction has gotten stronger. And just because nobody else sees it and there's not much attention, and I know there's super low liquidity and all these competing altcoins, I think Litecoin's like, I understand what's happening with price action, with seeing this market as everything being super inflated. But on a relative basis, eventually when the air comes out of this bubble, I think Litecoin will show relative strength, and it will continue and persist.
The shadows move like they had stories of others who came before. Maybe lovers, maybe strangers,
Yeah, it's just all speculative momentum, Aaron. It is a pump and dump game. Yeah, Zcash was trailing off, and so I think they got together and decided to pump it. But who knows? I mean, I don't know. But relatively speaking, Monero had like a 10x lead over Zcash. I came here for the idea of separating money from the government and knowing that it's actually possible. And then I will stay because of that. But yeah, speculating like everyone else because I think there's a lot of opportunity here. And it sucks, for sure. Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and a sky too full to dream. Some truths are too soft. Seems like Litecoin's main use case is to notify everyone to short the market. Yeah, or I mean, somebody doesn't want Litecoin to pump and just trash the whole market because they're heavily short or borrowed a bunch of money and they need to buy back these coins. I don't know, there's like, the world is a weird place now. It seems like it's run by modern day barbarians, and there's a real narrative war happening, especially in crypto. And at government levels too. I mean, the governments do the same things that these coin promoters are doing. Right, when they issue their own money, they'll produce insane amounts of propaganda to try to support their currency. So that's obviously happening now too. I mean, look at all the central banks. They try to manipulate. The whole purpose is to all their tools are just to manipulate the price of money. They defend currency pegs, but eventually all that stuff breaks. What's up, Dewey? Alright, maybe Nick will be on here in 3 minutes. We'll see what he thinks. V-shaped recovery. Yeah, it's possible. But I think over the weekend, I think people are just gonna be selling. There's not much liquidity here. I wish it happened middle of the week or something so we could see what exactly was going on. But this is good sentiment for sure if you're bullish, but I don't know. I think the hope is that we get an ETF approved and we see some decent inflows. So I think it's something like 78% of the Litecoin supply is locked up. There's not broader interest. There's not like a huge amount of bids being set. If this market didn't have like a million coins, yo, what up, master? Markets, yeah, I get the feeling, Aaron, but eventually it'll change. They can't, like, fundamentals equal demand to me. The fundamentals of money are just how many people demand it. It's just Litecoin's monetized at low value ranges, and everything is super inflated. What if we can get one final move here in Bitcoin, at least? In the next year? We can double again like we did last year in monetization, and then we'll be equal to Bitcoin in long-term monetary users. I know eventually this momentum will end in Bitcoin and most altcoins. Litecoin will still be here, but yeah, it's gonna wipe out almost everyone until they don't believe at all. I guess that's the path we're gonna take. But we're in such weird global macro circumstances, like oh yeah, leverage trading. I mean, that's all we've really done is increase the leverage in the system. I mean, that's what's happening outside of crypto too. It's been printing money and everyone's been leveraging up, pushing prices higher. We have more debt than ever. It just tends to get liquidated faster in crypto. There's not really like a backstop like you have in the traditional finance system, where if a bank failure happens, there's like immediate liquidity injected in, or they can get cash from the Fed or loan. They call them loans, but not really. Just money printing. Litecoin dominance. I think all-time high by the end of the year is possible, yeah. I think once we finally break out, nothing changed for me. This is really weird. Let's see if we can recover the next few weeks by the end of this month. And I think if we close the month, we can still possibly close this month green, like at 108. What did it start? 107? It's probably gonna look weak over the weekend, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think we totally destroyed confidence in crypto again. It's so insane. Bigger than when FTX, one of the biggest exchanges, collapsed. But so far, pretty similar action to post-COVID drop. Common fill most of this wick. Market's confused again. They don't know what they're buying or why or what. Yeah, it is crazy. Like within 24 hours, we are close to breaking out here. Like at hour 14. This, like if Bitcoin had continued higher here, we would have broke 135. There's a lot of shorts there. Would have squeezed higher. Had momentum. People would have stacked bids on the breakout, like limit orders. And so what would have happened if this didn't occur is similar to what happened with Zcash. Right, once you get that high time frame break vertical above these recent highs, people start putting limit orders, and suddenly the books are not as thin. So even though Zcash retraced here, it had a lot of momentum. Now it's up 22% today.
No rush now. The world can't wait.
So we were close. Again, got rugged.
Just this much. This life.
Just like we did back here. And here, and here.
I used to grip things like they disappear, as if love could slip through fingers, as if change was something to fight, but seasons don't ask. They come anyway.
No crying in the casino, friends.
Leaves, they let them fall, one by one, like slow goodbyes.
But yeah, super
some days I still flinch at silence.
Rare event here.
Still reach for what's already moved on. But I'm learning that not everything that drifts is lost, and not every ending needs a name. Let it
Maybe
go.
Is Nick still here?
Let it move like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. Let it go.
Where's John with the $90 memes?
Let it move.
People are excited about $90
Not broken, just free.
before.
There's beauty in the falling, grace in the release. Maybe peace isn't holding on, maybe peace is letting be. Let it go, let it move like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free.
Let it go.
Let it move like leaves in the wind, not broken, turning where it felt quiet. It's funny how the sidewalk listens when no one else does. Street signs don't ask you where you're headed, they just let you pass. One shoe in front of the other, not chasing, not escaping, just clearing the static. Maybe I'll circle back, maybe I won't, but for now
Nice. Peter Schiff's tweeting about crypto and Bitcoin. It's weird though that these Zcash longs didn't get liquidated, and funding rates were at like 30, like 0.33. What's the next support level? I mean, you have a lot of support from like $83 to $87. It's kind of where this 1618 level is. If you take the low to high of this correction, if this is a ABC. I don't know. These wicks should get filled, and then I think we make new highs this quarter. Yeah, it's super frustrating after this long, for sure. You got the tour of Italy? Hell yeah, I used to always get that when I went to Olive Garden. Get a little bit, you like chicken parmesan, some lasagna, and what else? Fettuccine Alfredo or something. I thought Nick was coming, but maybe he got busy.
no need to explain, no need to rehearse, just silence that meant more than anything. You looked at the sky, I looked at you, and time disappeared between. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said shadows move like they had stories of others who came before. Maybe lovers, maybe strangers, who learned what silence was for. You brushed your sleeve against mine, not a spark but something whole. The kind of moment you don't take photos of because your heart already knows. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. No need to explain, no need to rehearse, just silence that meant more than anything. You looked at the sky, I looked at you, and time disappeared between. Under harvest moonlight, we walk without words and said everything. Some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name. But I'll remember that golden hush long after the moonlight fades.
I just like to say this sucks balls. Yeah, agreed. It does suck balls.
Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and a sky too full to dream.
There's almost nothing in this market that organically really pumps anymore, and Litecoin doesn't have anyone behind it that's trying to pump it.
Just footsteps, just breathe, just you and me, and the sky too full to dream.
I would agree, King David. Just so close, like there's no awareness. If price pumps on a relative basis and sustains, like if we were to break this level, I have no doubt that we'd go to all-time highs really quickly.
Long after the moonlight fades, but I'll remember that golden hush long after the moonlight fades. Some truths are too soft to speak, some love too deep to name.
Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Sucks, but it's like a one-off event, and we know Litecoin has very little speculative demand. The only way it increases is for price to increase first, right? You need some breakout catalyst for people to pay attention to it, or you need fundamental demand to increase, but both of those rely on either Bitcoin pumping, fees going higher, or just Litecoin itself gaining tension for breaking out. And we've just struggled to get over that key level. So I don't know, it looks better than a lot of other altcoins still. I mean, fundamentally it looks better than almost everything, but technically I think it looks better than most. There's no more leverage to pump any pumps. Or someone that bought their coins or took their coins from them.
blankets passed around, a playlist skipping softly, but no one turned it down. These are the nights that don't need saving, just stay in long after the fire fades. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there. Bonfire smoke in my hair, but I'd wear it all year just to get back there. The light leaves earlier now, slipping behind buildings before we're ready. We don't get less time, just shorter days, so I walk slower now, just to feel the fade. Mornings stretch longer, evenings collapse fast. The world's in a hurry to rest. There's peace in our racing it, and knowing that we were never meant to hold every hour.
I think we're fine, friends.
We don't get less time.
I still think we go to 2 to 4K off the breakout of this.
Now, just to feel the fade.
Oh, getting the 200 EMA. You ready, Nick? I have this room made for you. I'll send it to you if you can join. I think we're going after the market digests. Yeah, what up, EK? Blood, yeah. Yeah. I don't think anything that really happens over this weekend is that significant. I think next week we'll see.
I didn't take a photo, I didn't say a word, I just let it be, and it was perfect.
You need to get on here and cheer everyone up. My view hasn't changed. I understand why the sentiment is this way. But it sucks we weren't able to break out here, and it sucks that the broader market meltdown led to Litecoin losing some of its relative strength. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Woke up slow, pulled you close, steam on the window, quiet coast, no rush now, the world can't wait, just this much, this light, and your sweater drape. I used to grip things like they'd disappear, as if love could slip through fingers, as if change was something to fight, but seasons don't ask, they come anyway. The trees don't mourn their leaves, they let them fall, one by one, like slow goodbyes. Some days I still flinch at silence, still reach for what's already moved on. But I'm learning that not everything that drifts is lost, and not every ending needs a name. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. Let it go, let it move, like
Should make a video, breaks the news to our wives. I don't think anything's changed.
There's beauty in the falling, grace in the release. Maybe peace isn't holding on, maybe peace is letting be. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just free. Let it go, let it move, like leaves in the wind, not broken, just kept turning where it felt quiet. It's funny how the sidewalk listens when no one else does.
Would be dope to get a weekly close above 120.
Signs don't ask you where you're headed.
When does it close?
Just let you
At like 6 p.m. or no, it's like 8 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow.
chasing, not escaping, just clearing the static. Maybe I'll circle back. Maybe I won't, but for now, I'm okay walking to I just wanted to say I'm still becoming, I'm still learning how to leave gently. Some days I'm fine, some days I answer your silence with mine. But today I just wrote your name and let the rest stay between the lines. Some words aren't meant to be said. Stood still like they were listening to the gravel under our feet. Your breath, a cloud in the cool night air, close enough to feel too far to reach.
Was talking Bitcoin.
Streetlights blinked like tired eyes, and we drifted past
Oh,
them
a
slow.
weekly close above
No
120 for
destination,
Bitcoin.
no design.
Yeah,
Just the rhythm
I don't know
of
if that,
letting go.
maybe.
Under harvest moonlight,
I think we're
we
gonna chop
walked
around here
without
until CME
words
opens.
and said every
Uh,
no need to explain, no need to rehearse. Just silence that meant more than anything.
yeah, I should play the 120 song.
You looked at the sky,
Alright.
I looked at you.
All my music sounds shitty now.
And time disappeared between. Under harvest moonlight, we
This
walked
was
without
unfortunate.
words
to me, the sell-off, it's not like a shakeout move. This is like a demoralizing, it's not like parabolic continuation shakeout that we saw like here in 2020. Or here. It's also tough because it happened Friday after markets closed, so I feel like just gonna be confusing for a while. I mean, I can play it, but I feel like everyone's gonna hate it. Damn, I'm never gonna be able to release all my price songs. This is still fine, I feel like. Why did my screen go away?
They said decentralize everything. Then they censored everyone who asked questions. You said it was freedom, said it was truth. Now you're on stage with suits in a booth, begging the banks to validate worth. ETF dreams while you sell out the earth. Max is slide, now the block fees climb. 200 some mood, that's a money crime. You said we changed the world, make it free, but now it's a gold bar on a private key. You kill layer one just to shield a scam. Lightning died and you still don't scram. Your screen store value but can't explain why the real use case just boarded a plane. Max is slide, we verified. They took the dream and monetized. Built a church, locked the doors, preaching freedom while shielding.
You think the top is in Q1 2026 could start the bear market?
Burn the path, blame the chain, but deep down you feel the shame. You said one chain,
I mean, it's possible. I think it's possible. A lot of these alts are already in bear markets. Talk cypherpunk, now you're mainstream. Not about truth, it's about the brand. Your heroes rich but don't understand. This ain't about blocks or a white paper quote. It's about who's still clearing the boat. Max's lie, we verified. Took the orange, then petrified. Said freedom money, what a joke. You beg Wall Street for the yoke. Max's lie, can't deny. The block space broken, so did pride. We're still here, you're still mad. And deep down it's kinda sad. You said run your node, but when fees hit 300, your node stopped mattering. You said final settlement, but no one settles anymore, they speculate. You said Bitcoin fixes this, but you never asked what broke. Maximalism died, you just never held the funeral. They said it was slow, it's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite. Said no one used it, it's the opposite. They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades. Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring, it's the opposite. Called it forgotten, it's the opposite. You laughed in 2018, now it's back on every screen. You said hype wins, it's the opposite. Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never stopped. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. What's the point of pumping Zcash anyway? I don't know. They make money. Same reason they pump anything else. Barry, Silver. I know there's a lot of rather wealthy crypto, early crypto people that were involved in Zcash.
It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the one that's still here while they all scream new narratives. I just kept my ledger clear. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that it never had to beg. Didn't sell a dream to get me, it just kept the blocks in check. It just kept the blocks in check. They said this one scales, then it crashed by noon. They promised deals and yields, but couldn't clear a room. I don't need a million functions, just one that holds the line. They called it boring money, but boring stood the test of time. You can't see the forest when you're clinging to a branch. You call it innovation, I just call it second chance. When the lights go out and the VCs run,
I don't know. I'm probably gonna go do something else for a while. I don't think it's productive really staring at the charts now.
It's just a signal in the noise while they dressed up coins in costumes. I just watch them sell their voice. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that I know it lasts. When the market clears the liars,
But thanks for hanging out, guys. You installed a new dash cam with your review in your Prius today? You're tired and hungry. Well, go get some food, Aaron. I can't tell whether people are like sentiment online. Are people bearish here or still bullish?
You used to send it for change, now you save it for silence. The block is full, your transaction dropped. Fee so high, broke your dream, now I move for pennies clean. You called it sound, but sound went stale when blocks filled up with private sale. You said it at scale, show me where. I just see whales bidding for air. Used to be for people peer to peer, now it's bids and bots, no one near.
Damn.
Locked the gates, priced out the core, the very ones it was built for. Said store value, okay then show, but when no one moves, value won't flow. Block space crisis, doors are closed, only rich whales and custom clothes. Promise freedom, sold a gate, burn the bridge, now it's too late. Block space crisis, speed's a lie, can't clear a trade without fees that fry. You said you scaled but couldn't last, now Litecoin moves while you rehash. I don't need a slogan, I need a chain that clears the world without the pain. You maxed the fee and killed the use, now talk of freedom feels like abuse. You priced out dreams and blame the crowd, said run, you know, but you're not allowed. When price descend is random more, you don't own freedom, you own a score. So I moved on, found a lane with no congestion, just honest chain. Litecoin ain't loud, but it's alive, clears my trades, no need to strive. Block space crisis, bids too high, only suits with bots can buy. Bank the unbanked, sounds real cute till fees decide who gets the root. Block space crisis, dream bid trade, while Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighed. No slogans, no games, just work.
This guy lost 68 million or something.
You thought scarcity would save you, but scarcity without use is a prison. You thought value came from price, but value comes from function. Block space isn't infinite, and neither is trust. Block space crisis, windows gone. Used to move, now just hold on. You'd say it's digital gold, fine, but
Rip was found dead in a Lambo. Damn. I remember hearing all these stories, even back to 2017. Some guy traded like a Bitcoin to 300 Bitcoin and then lost it all. It's inevitable if you play that game. Happens to the best of them as well. Like 3AC, those guys are pretty smart. They had more information than most people have access to. SBF was smart. Even if definitely a smart dude, but yeah, some people just are never satisfied. Well guys, we'll see if we can recover. I'll be live tomorrow around market open, because then we should get some volatility. No bridges, no airdrops, no points to mine. Just uptime since 2011. I see chains talk, I see blocks talk. They peak at launch, then barely crawl. My long-term view is that a lot of these altcoins go back to use it or lose it. You can't fake demand. Alright guys, have a good day, have a good Saturday. Hopefully your weekend's alright. I would just not stare at the charts like we're doing right now for too long. Just wait. It's gonna be uncertain, but good luck out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow.